Hi guys, today I've got a time-lapse of a model on Thingiverse I'd like to show you. It's a remix of a Amazon Echo Dot wall and ceiling mount. The original one, which I've got here, it's by user halcyon, if I pronounced that correct. It's a simple mount that goes on on the wall or a ceiling, or you can see there, on a cabinet, and it mounts the Amazon small Echo Dot securely in place. It's got a couple of screw holes to mount it. It's got a little port, you can just see that there, for the USB and audio cable, and yeah, it's a really good design, really good mount. I've been getting a lot of requests on my 3D hubs to print this. It's really popular design, and it's going really well. I have had a lot of comments from my customers that have asked a couple of queries, so from that I've been able to do a remix of the design. Initially I asked the original author if he could just add an amend, which he did, but I've gone and done my own little design tweaks, and this is my design. If you can just see that, you get the light properly. There's only a few little tweaks to it. The main one is the mounting holes. I've got a fillet, little bevel, to allow you to use a countersunk screw if you're putting it into a wall or a cabinet and using a screw rather than a nail. A couple of users say that they struggled because they were using screws, and the original one didn't have any fillet, so there was no countersunk for the screw to go into. The other design, I've gone and put some arches on the speaker hole vents. You can see the difference there. Catch that there. Just a bit of a design change. I think it looks a little bit better. Might give a little bit more audio. It also reduces the plastic a little bit, but doesn't seem to affect the strength of the part. If you can hear that outside, that's just a cleaner cleaning the office. Apologies for that. The other main change that I've done here on the part, see if I can just get the camera to focus on that, is the slots have a small gradient slope going to them. The idea behind that is the audio might well bounce across that and give a little bit more volume. Compare that to the original one. You can see there's no little chamfer, little gradients into the holes. So that's the main change. The other one that I'd actually did, it's quite difficult to notice, but I've actually changed the orientation of the holes. So this is the original part, and the holes compared to the inlet hole are at 90 degrees, and with my design the hole actually runs parallel with the mounting holes. Reason I did that is I believe if a lot of users are going to be mounted on a wall or a ceiling, it's going to be going into a stud, into a wooden stud, and the cable will probably go in vertically to your power socket and to your audio speakers, so you're going to get a lot better mount if you have the two holes in parallel, mounting straight into a wood stud. Otherwise, if you're just going into a wall, then it doesn't really matter. It's a very light part, and the Echo Dot is quite a light thing. I just thought that would be a little bit different, a little bit of a change. Oh yeah, I forgot to add that there is a little amend to my remix just to help with 3D printing. With the original design, there is the gap that has for the USB and the audio. It's quite a long bridge for my printer, and when the printer prints, it's actually printing on a curve as well. It's doing the inside curve, so it actually turns that curve into a straight line as it tries to bridge. Not on purpose, but the filament being filament, it can't set in the air at a curve. So when I've been printing them, I have noticed I've had to clean this up and just file down the little loose filaments. So what I did in my design, you can't actually see it on the actual finished part, is I've created a little support which goes in the middle. It goes in the middle of the hole. It helps with bridging of the filament, so once a part's finished, it's just a case of snapping the little support off, and there's no more cleanup, there's no more filing. Very little handy thing. Might not affect you on your printer if it's good at bridging, but I found it's trying to bridge around a corner, and that obviously doesn't work too well. And that's all there is to the design. Next up, I'll show you some time-lapse footage of the part being printed, so you can see the insides, and after that a few high-res images of the actual part finished. If you like this video, if you like the part, don't forget to like it, don't forget to subscribe. If you've got any comments or feedback, leave them in the comments below. This is available to print from my 3D Hubs page. I'll put a link down in the description. You can also go onto my blog page, and there's a little order widget. I think I'll write up a little blog post as well to just outline this video, and I'll also upload the STL file, and you can use a little order widget actually on the website and just order it straight from there if you want. So yeah, cheers guys, thanks very much, bye.